Alright, what's up everyone? Today we're going to be going over to some of the places. It's mid-August 2026. We're going to be going to some places to deliver next edition of Cheyenne's Retail Minute. The first place we're going to do this time is the mall. I change it up. It varies from one week to the next because of hours and everything else. So, yeah, it just varies. But we're going into the mall first this time, and I think the first one I'm going to say about doing is Twinkle. One of the reasons that I haven't been doing videos like this where I deliver, is because I have a gimbal, right, that I've been using, but unfortunately it requires a hand to be free for the video, so it doesn't work so well when I need two hands, which I really need two hands for this. This is not all the copies, this is only about half roughly. I still got another chunk to finish folding and getting out there. Looks like Paul's is open, so there is that. Let's see, be right back. Okay, they must have gone to the bathroom. We'll come back to here in a minute. Lady Kels, they're usually not open on this day. I'm really tempted to just reach in and switch them out. Real tempting. I can't quite reach him. I kind of can. There we go. I'll put one on her counter here for her so she can keep it if she wants. I do like to keep a count of how many don't get taken so that I can better prepare for the next future editions, right? So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there was 8 or 9 that I did initially, so someone probably took one home. There we go. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. Whoop. Look at that. That's trickery, man. That worked though. Ugh. Then I'll have to track down their hours. I should really see if maybe these guys right here, the Lady Kels, I should see if maybe I can have like a stand that's right next to the gate so it's easier for people to grab copies if they want them, and so it's easier for me to switch them out. Granted, I do like talking to the owner. It doesn't always work out for the timing on my schedule, so looks like Twinkle's still closed for the moment, so we'll have to come back to them in a minute. I'm gonna go to the other end of the mall and go from there. All right, we got friends. It's like you guys got a little bit low this time. That's good. So 3 left. Would you like one of these July ones for you to keep?
Sure.
Okay, I'll leave it here for you. I'll go across the mall here and go to the next spot. This one, of course, is open as usual. How are you guys today? All right. Getting you guys the next edition of Retail Minute for you. Let's see, this one is Rugged Snacks. Alright, next is Twinkle. Hopefully they are open by the time I get over there. Shiki is still closed. They still have the new experience thing coming. I did actually report on these guys temporarily closing. They opened, I believe, in Pueblo Mall. And I do notice that there seems to be some new fixtures here, so maybe they'll be reopening here before too much longer. Alright, looks like Twinkle is open, so we can go ahead and get in there. I think I'm going to have to wait till like the 18th or 19th to get their Ridge store though, so 3, 4, 5, 6, because I don't know if Patricia got one, so I'll leave one there for them. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not too bad. So I did put more copies at a lot of locations, not all of them. Some of them I stayed the same, but for many, because of CFD, I did put more. This was one of them I actually put more, and I think I went through more than I usually do, so I'm actually kind of happy with that. Works with me. Alright, we'll go over to Pershing next, I guess. Cool thing, they actually end up getting this barrel painted that is used for cracking geodes. It's so cool, look at that. They crack geodes like that all the time here. They have some there, as well as some underneath this section here. I've witnessed them do it. I've even gotten a little bit of video of it, but they actually had this whole barrel painted by one of the Blakeleys in town, I believe Chad Blakely, who put this cool octopus and ship design on here. Looks like the Applebee's is getting farther. This one is actually in the current edition that we are putting out right now about the remodel. All right, next is Head Honcho. They moved over here. I actually reported on them when they moved, so that was pretty cool. This one is definitely more of a spot where people sit and read it and then put it back, which is okay, but a note to self for next time. All right, next one is the Hideout Barbershops. Usually put a couple here, maybe 3. Alright, I don't see any others here. Nope. Looks like they are all gone. Alright. Alright, Rock on Wheels is next. Hopefully they're open. Their open signs are turned off today, but I'm pretty sure we're during hours. Yep, we are. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Cool. Alright. Next, Pie Market. These guys need a new sticker thingy, and they also tend to like theirs having some markings on it like that. So, okay. Sounds bueno. Easy enough. I think I'm gonna do 2 places over here in downtown. I'm gonna go ahead and do Depot Plaza and Pyne and Poppy. And then we're gonna go to the south side, get those taken care of, and then we'll only have to worry about the rest of the downtown locations on probably Wednesday. They do actually need a new sticker too, because last month they ended up having it kind of disappear. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. About half and half here, half on one side, half on the other. There we go, something like that. There we go. Next, we're gonna go over to the Depot Plaza. All right, next is the Cheyenne Depot Plaza building. Should still be open for a little longer here. I'm gonna go in this side door because people are taking photos there. This puts me closer to where I need to go anyway. Of course, Brett Creek Coffee is in here. All right. So 1 left. See, I had put more in here, so that's probably what'll happen again. Alright, we'll see you on the south side. Alright, y'all, it is getting close to 6 o'clock. I want to go ahead and get out to Clayton's first, so we'll go to Clayton Homes, and then come back for Loaf N Jug and Apollo. Alright, next one is Clayton's over here on South Greeley. This is one of the newer ones. How are you doing? All right, getting the next edition out here. Nice. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That works. All right, the next one is over here at the Apollo Mobile Home office. Just gotta switch them out here. Next is Loaf N Jug. So we got 2 stacks here. Doing a little bit less at this location because it went slower last month for whatever reason. But it looks like the copies I left on my checkup are all gone for the most part, so I'll take it. There we go. They're a little bit busy today. I do hear, I don't know for Wyoming, but at least in Colorado, they're rebranding all the Loaf N Jugs to the Cumberland Farms banner. I guess they did it with Tom Thumb recently as well, which is another part of the chain that's owned by EG Group. I'm not sure for when they'll, if or when they'll do that here, but I won't be surprised if it comes. I have seen some EG Group brand, or I'm sorry, Cumberland Farms branded cups inside of this store. And unfortunately, it looks like somebody might have smacked into their window right there. That is annoying. there is a thin chance that you might have noticed that technically we are a day early on getting some of these out. Not quite a day, actually, more like less than 12 hours early. The harsh reality is that I'm not Wyoming Tribune Eagle or really any of the bigger publishers. I'm a one-man band, so I have to go in, well, in my case, I go and get them printed, but I have to go through the process of folding them all up and getting them all ready to go. I don't mind that process. It's actually quite therapeutic, and plus it allows me to review each copy, make sure each copy looks good. But of course, that does mean it takes time to get them all folded, and of course then I also got to go deliver them. And again, I'm a one-man band, so I can only do so much in one day, and along with the varying hours of different places, whether it's that they're closed on certain days or whatever it might be, I'm also limited in that respect as to how many I can actually do in one day. So we'll pick this up again tomorrow, or the next day, whichever I end up doing more copies or getting them out there, that is. Hopefully be able to do some tomorrow and maybe finish on Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how things go. So I'll see you then. All right, we are on August 18th. It's a new day. Got basically all the other locations except one or two, I think two that I'm not gonna do today. We're gonna go ahead and just get the downtown ones taken care of, except for one that is unfortunately not open until Wednesday, but we'll go ahead and take care of it. Yesterday I was talking about how I was previously using a little bit different setup, and I'd like to demonstrate that for you. So right here I have my gimbal and copies of Retail Minute. Now gimbal is not on right now, it's in my protective case here, but I think you can kind of start to see the problem is that I only have one hand here, one hand here. Trying to record these kinds of videos with this thing pretty much makes it impossible to do this well. Now sure, I could set this up on a counter or something like that, but you know what, at a certain point it starts to get to be a point of resistance. It also starts to be actually more of a nuisance than anything to try and do that. So that's where I think with this POV camera you guys are watching me from, I think that's gonna work better. All right, looks like we're gonna be battling some rain today, which is fun. But our first stop of the day is Boosters or Cheyenne Stitch. Obviously Boosters and Cheyenne Stitch are both kind of part of the same thing at the end of the day.
Something about girls or two sometimes takes them a little while. Oh, what'd you say?
There we go. Did a little different this time.
Look good.
Yep, that's the last one if you want to keep a copy.
Yeah, I do.
All right, next place. Let's go. All right, next is NV Beauty, or I should say was NV Beauty. I already put some in there. I didn't realize I wasn't recording until I got in there, so that's life. I was focused on traffic, and well, then at that point I was just focused on getting the copies into the shop. So, but they are in there. I've shown their shop on the show before, so. All right, next we got the Wyoming State Museum. I should say Wyoming State Archives, because it's actually in the archives, not in the State Museum, but I digress. Get the next one out. Did you want to keep a copy?
Yes, please.
There you go. There. Alright, this time I think I'm going to go over to Wild Grown and Open Door first. So especially for downtown, it's way easier to just cycle, because then I can just pull right up to the doors and I don't have to do all this backtracking and all that. Driving is a little more of a pain downtown, just because downtown was never meant to be like driven to and through by everybody. But the next one is going to be Wild Grown, so let's go ahead and get some copies in here. Getting the new edition out there to all the locations. Something to remember about some places is that people will often read it and then put it back. So especially at salons, that happens really frequently. At cafes, I have noticed that happening a little bit. Even at some stores, occasionally someone will come in and actually read it and then put it back, because they, I don't know, maybe they want to leave it for the next person or something like that. That's where it's important for me to put out enough copies that it won't matter. but simultaneously to not put too many, because otherwise it ends up being a lot of leftovers. Alright, open door should be open today as well. They have their flag there, they have the Neiman Sons thing, have their little standing sign, and even the canopy sign. Let's go ahead and do her. Pretty good, getting next edition out there to all the locations. 3 left. Would you like one of the copies? Or did you grab one yet? No. This is the older edition. Next one is over there on the edge of there. There you go.
All right, thank you.
Take it easy.
All right, you too.
Have a good day. Think Denise would want one.
She does look at them.
Yeah. All right, I'll leave one just in case she wants to keep it. Have a good day. Alright, so over here in downtown Cheyenne, this is over by the Spiker parking garage. There's this posting kiosk. I see people post to it all the time. I don't think you need any kind of permission to post to it. I think I might go ahead and just post to it for grins though. Because why not? You know, it's here. Now, of course, I can't have this be like a pickup spot. And I obviously don't want to cover up other people's work either. Probably want this about head level too. So I think I'm going to put it around this area here and just see what happens. I don't know if it'll do anything or not, but we'll try. There we go. Of course it is paper, so if it ever rains, then that might be enough to destroy it, but I figure why not? Can't hurt to try this, right? Something different. Notice a lot of people seem to put lots of tape over their poster or whatever. All of these, they've kind of put like lots of plastic tape to protect it, which is a good idea. Maybe in the future I could do that if I do keep putting it up at this location. I did scribble out the word free because I don't want people taking this copy out for obvious reasons. That would obviously be a little bit of a problem. Again, it's paper. If it rains, it'll probably be gone. But next up, I think we're going to be going over to Cashway and Cowboy Emporium. Also got to go over to the Ranchites Cafe. Now, Ranchites is already closed for the day. Oh, we got plenty of time. It's not even 4 o'clock yet. We just got to get there before the bank closes. So the bank closes, I think, at 5. So we'll get there soon enough, and then we'll basically be done for today and have a little bit more to do tomorrow. All right, next is Ranchites. They're in the city center building. I took over the old Ziggy's. Did videos of Ziggy's, but actually I don't know if I've done a video of Ranchites yet. But somebody left the stairway door open. Still got a few left this time. That's okay. I think I did put more copies here last time, so I'm not going to complain. Roll on to the next one. Yeah, there's all kinds of places in here. Alright, I think next is going to be the Cowboy Emporium and then Cashway, so let's go for it. Alright, next is the Cowboy Emporium. It looks like they may be closed technically at the moment. I'm going to see if maybe I can still just go ahead and stick it in there, because I did see someone else in there. Yeah, I think we'll be able to. Mind if I go ahead and put these in there?
Go ahead.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
Guess I caught you right at the nick of time, didn't I?
Yeah.
There we go. Did you want a copy for you?
Yeah. I'm good.
Do you want one now? Okay. Coolio. Take it easy. Have a good day. Thank you for letting me drop it right at the last minute. Take it easy.
Take care of you too.
Alright, so I did put quite a few more copies in there. This due to CFD, so I wasn't surprised to see a few left here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10s, which actually is not too bad considering I did put quite a few more in here this time. for CFD. This is of course over here by Chronicles. Let's go for it. All right, getting next to.
Camera on.
Yeah, I do. I'm doing some behind the scenes stuff.
Oh my God.
Oh wow, that's cool. On the surface level, if you didn't look beyond the surface, you could say it's annoying to have to go deliver, but it's really not. It gets me out talking to people, it gets me out seeing places, and I don't know, it's just good to get out. So as much as I could maybe, even I could personally complain about like having to go deliver it, I actually really don't mind. It's really nice to be able to cycle when I go downtown, but of course when I go south side or even the mall, it can be nicer to drive in those cases for what I think are obvious reasons. I think they actually want to move this whole Cheyenne Gunslingers thing to a new location due to these rail cars. However, I do gotta say it's actually kind of cool to have these like behind of here like this. Like it actually gives some ambiance that it didn't have before. So in a way, I kind of actually wish they wouldn't move it, but I realize that they want those to actually be on display for people, so that would definitely make it a little more complicated. But yeah, obviously this is a kind of more of a play facility. It's not meant to be taken too seriously, but yeah, I should probably take a few photos of this. Then you have a little jail. Yeah, they brought in these cars by semi-truck, these train cars, and they put them on tracks right here. Brand new installed tracks too. And you can see right here all about it. That's a wrap for the day. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. All right, y'all, it is Wednesday, and we got 2 more places to drop off to. Twinkle was not open last night, which was as expected. It did say closed through yesterday, so today is the following day, the 19th, and we're gonna go ahead and get these copies into here. Next, last little bit of the next one out to the spots, so. All right, next place is downtown, so we're gonna go downtown. Alright, so unfortunately Presenzza is closed. I didn't know this until now. They actually have here that they're going to be closed Wednesday and Thursday and hope to be, or will be open on Friday and Saturday. So, alright, so here's the posting kiosk. I think it did rain a little bit last night, so I just wanted to check up on it, see how it fared. Doesn't look like it was really affected at all. I see a little bit of a texture, like the paper has warped a little bit from getting wet, but it's still here, so. You know what, if it is able to stay here for a month, I'll take it. This is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we are downtown Cheyenne today. It is Friday afternoon. We'll finally be able to get the last little bit of Cheyenne's Retail Minute out to the locations so that you can get it at literally all locations. Let's go ahead and go inside, I guess, and go from there. So of course this place, they actually have music that ends up playing out of the window up there, and we're gonna go ahead and go in. We're on the 2nd level where this is. Alright, switcher out here, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. A little slower this month, that's okay. Then I gotta go back out, grab stuff from the car, and do a couple other things here, including switch out the art, so that'll be good. But there we go. That's the last one. We're good for August. We were having them in here when they had the table and whatnot in here, but they've moved stuff around. Ultimately, they end up choosing this spot to put it, which honestly is fine by me. Of course, they do still have like chairs and stuff up here, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go put this away, wrap up the video, and we'll go from there. Well, I think that is about it for today. We got all the for this week, we got all the copies out there that I needed to all of the locations. So while supplies last, you can get a copy of the newest edition of Cheyenne's Retail Minute, the August edition, which includes info about the new place over there on Allison, the new Family Fun Center, of course. I think we'll try and continue this next month, hopefully, with doing more videos like this. I think this camera will make it a little bit easier, just a little bit easier to do more videos like this where I'm, going around and actually delivering, versus before where I was trying to use my gimbal that just didn't really work too well. But until next time, peace out. See you in the next video. Bye now.